we just take the RPG role-playing game genre, I mean, just that alone like that so much. Like, for example, very well-known games such as Skyrim. That's one that many people know. In that game, you can choose how you go about that world, what skills you're going to learn, how you're going to use those skills. Like, you can essentially be a blacksmith and mine your own materials, and smith your own weapons.
That teaches you about the grind of life, because it's like that's how it is. It's boring, monotonous work that you have to keep doing, but you do that for a while, and then you keep leveling up, and then you get better resources, and so that's a great analogy for life.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, the concept of leveling up is very analogous to real life. Obviously, we don't have a stat meter in real life, and like boom, like
I'm working on
after this podcast, it's like I just gained like 30 experience points. But in a way, it's like it's like I'm being exposed to a podcast, and now I'm a little more familiar with how to do a podcast.
Yeah,
I've learned something. I have gained experience.
You have,
just not in the form of numerical points.
Right. It's hard to quantify certain things, right? But my point and his point is that there are a lot of different ways, particularly in the role-playing genre, which I find are very, very, very useful for life, because you have to assume a role. So, how many roles do we assume every day, right? In my case, like, I have the role of father, I have the role of husband, I have the role of son, brother, I have the role of coach. And so when you play these role-playing games, you're essentially exposing yourself to different roles, and I find that can be very useful for life. And we focused quite a bit on that because I find, at least for me in my experience and what I tend to gravitate towards, I find that those are the simplest and easiest ways to explain video games to people that haven't played them. But video games are just, nowadays, they're just so vast, and there's so many different genres, and there's so many different things that you can do in video games now that in many ways, they become a simulacrum for life. I mean, there are even simulation games. It's like you got Farm Simulator, you got Goat Simulator, you got Car Wash Simulator, you've got, it's like games that I would have never thought people would want to play, but people love them.
Yeah.
What was the other one that I laughed at the other day? Vending Machine Simulator. Like, come on, it's like, you can buy these games, they're out there, like they exist.
Yeah. The fact that so many people played so many different games just shows you that there's so many different personalities and
very quirky personalities. Oh, I'm very quirky, but yeah.
and it shows that people value different things. I have good friends who really, really enjoy Farming Simulator and
that's so funny.
Power Wash Simulator, and they're just hosing down a car or hosing down a house, and like, I personally wouldn't find enjoyment in it, but doesn't matter, and I'm not mocking that at all. Like,
I'm not mocking that.
It's great that people love that. There's other people who love city builders,
strategy games. That. Yeah,
and when I come home from work, like a long day's work,
I don't want to build this. I don't want to build a city.
Yeah, I don't feel like being an urban planner.
I laugh at
my leisure.
My brother-in-law is in city planning, and so like I imagine him like in his free time. Maybe I'm gonna ask him after this. Do you build cities on your free time?
Yeah, and that's cool. People love
Maybe
it.
He does. Yeah. He's into gaming a lot, so I don't think I've ever asked him about that, but I will.